Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
So a big gap between the last class and today's class. Yes or no? A big gap is there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So we have already, in our previous classes, we have already started with the lesson, economics lesson number 2, that is people as resource. And just a quick recall what you have read already and what I had explained you in this lesson. A quick recall. First of all, okay, first of all, we have read about the human resource. Human resource can be divided into two
Ma'am, two
as
parts.
a two part.
Asset and liability.
Yes, asset and liability. Yes, we have seen.
Liability.
Yes, what is an asset and what is a liability?
An asset
Means
valuable
and liability means responsibility.
Very good. Liability is a responsibility, and asset is the helpful, or we can say as a valuable production, means help in the production, productive way. Then next we have also seen that uh, through what all investment the population can be made from liable to an asset, through what all assessment, sorry, investment. Huh?
Ma'am, in education, training, and medical care.
Very good. Through the investment in education, training, and medical care, we can change our liability, that is responsibility, to an asset population, to a productive population. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, yes. Then we have seen about human capital formation. Human capital formation means
Ma'am means
working population. Human
yes, ma'am.
capital who
Working
helps in the
population.
yes, who helps in the formation of the capital, that means to increase the production, to increase financially to our country. So that is a working population. And what is the age limit of working population?
Ma'am, 1 to 14.
Working population.
Ma'am, 15 to 64
Yes,
years.
15, very good. 15 to almost 15 to 64 years. Before means uh, before 15, that is 1 to 14 is the children, and they are not considered as an productive population or as an asset, because they are the responsibility. And above 64, that is the age limit of 15 to whatever, sorry, 65 to whatever it is, they are also considered as a liability or the responsibility over the working population. So we have seen
Okay,
this
ma'am.
working population and the responsibility for the working population. Then liability, we have seen that which type of people are considered as liability for the country and for the responsible working population. Which kind of people? Yes.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Which kind of people are considered as our liability or responsibility for us, for the
Ma'am,
working population also, and for the country also? कौन सी टाइप की पॉपुलेशन रहेगी लाइबिलिटी के लिए?
Uneducated and
Ma'am,
unhealthy population.
Very good, very good. Uneducated and unhealthy population. The people who are uneducated, those who are not having much education, they are illiterate, and those who are unhealthy also, they will also not produce better output to the for the country. So they are also the liability. Then we have read about the three sectors of economy. We have read about the story of Sakal and the story of Vilas. Both the difference was there that Vilas had remained into the hereditary work and did not made a change and in the life. But here,
yes.
Sakal, due to the help of the education and knowledge and the interest he has shown to uplift his standard, he has maintained his dignity in the society, the respect in the society. Then we have seen about the uh, sectors, different sectors of the economy, classification of activities in various sectors. Which type of main sectors we have studied about?
Ma'am, primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector.
Very good. Primary sector include what?
Ma'am, forestry, agriculture, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry, mining,
and quarrying.
and quarrying.
That is the use of natural resources. The use of
Yes, ma'am.
natural resources.
Natural
Then
resources.
secondary sector includes what?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing and even construction work can be included
Yes.
in this, है ना? Okay.
Yes.
And tertiary activities.
Ma'am,
Trade,
trade, transport,
transport, communication, banking, education, health, tourism, services, insurance.
and insurance.
Very good. So these tertiary activities are the helpful for both primary and secondary. They
Secondary.
provide the service to primary and secondary sector, tertiary sector. Then we have read about the economic activities. These are the sectors we have read. Then activities also we have read. Now be careful. Remember carefully that these are the three main sectors of economic activity. Clear?
Okay,
Three
ma'am.
main sectors: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Now,
Tertiary.
types of economic activities. Now,
Market and
Types of,
non-market
ma'am, there are two types of
very good.
economic activity. Market activities and non-market activities.
Very good. So don't get confused between the sectors and the types. Sectors are something different from the types. Now, types are the market and non-market activities. Now, market activities include
Ma'am, market activity involves remuneration and performs.
very good. Performs activity performed for the pay or profit. Now, remuneration. What does the word remuneration means?
profit.
Ma'am, profit.
You can write down the meaning over here. Money paid for the work or service. Remuneration means money paid for work, money paid for work or a service.
मैम रेम्यूनेशन का मीनिंग प्रॉफिट भी हो सकता है.
प्रॉफिट तो इन सेंस नहीं बोल सकते. मार्केट एक्टिविटी इन्वॉल्व करती है कि आपने मार्केट में कोई काम किया, उसकी मींस ऑन उसकी जगह पर आपको सैलरी मिली इन अ वे ऑफ पेमेंट और सैलरी. सो वर्ड रेम्यूनरेशन एग्जैक्टली means the money paid for work or a service in the form of salary or a payment. आपने कोई काम किया, उसके लिए आपको पेमेंट बैक किया गया, उस काम के लिए आपको पेमेंट किया गया इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सैलरी. यू आर एंड इन द मनी पेड मनी फॉर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सैलरी. तो ये हो गया रेम्यूनरेशन. सो मार्केट एक्टिविटीज इन्वॉल्व व्हाट? द पेमेंट, the mode of payment to anyone who has performed, that is activity performed for payment or profit.
Yes, ma'am.
ये मार्केट एक्टिविटी तब आप एक्टिविटीज ये परफॉर्म तब होती हैं जब आप कोई एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म करते हैं पेमेंट के लिए. वापस आपको इंटेंशन एट द बैक साइड इन योर माइंड इट इज दैट कि इफ वी आर इन्वॉल्व इन दिस टाइप ऑफ एक्टिविटी वी विल गेट द पेमेंट और अ सैलरी. Clear? Okay, money. So now this includes production of good or services. जब आप कोई good या services product करती हैं, then it is in the form of salary or the payment. You get the money back for that particular service or good. You do it. Then next is non-economic activities. What are non-economic activities?
Non-market activities include self-consumption.
Self-consumption means for your own use, to fulfill your own family needs and for your own needs you do the work. आप अपने खुद के सेटिस्फेक्शन के लिए, अपनी खुद की फुलफिलमेंट नीड्स की फुलफिलमेंट के लिए, अपनी फैमिली को फुलफिलमेंट के लिए आप वो कोई एक्टिविटी करते हैं. दैट इज नॉन मार्केट एक्टिविटी. एंड फॉर दैट एक्टिविटी नो प्रॉफिट इज देयर. आप जो भी कमा रहे हो आप अपनी फैमिली के लिए कर रहे हो. जो भी काम मीन्स जो भी प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हो ऑफ गुड और अ सर्विस, इट इज जस्ट फॉर योर फैमिली एंड फॉर योर सेल्फ ओनली, नॉट फॉर द मार्केट पर्पस, नॉट फॉर द गेन पर्पस. क्लियर? उससे आपको कोई पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है, कोई कुछ प्रॉफिट नहीं हो रहा है, सिर्फ आप अपने सेल्फ यूज के लिए ले रहे हैं. सेल्फ कंजप्शन मीन सेल्फ यूज for you and your family. These can be consumption and the processing of primary product. जो primary product है like animal husbandry and all else there. तो आप animal rear कर रहे हैं, आपकी family उसमें पूरी involve है, और जो कुछ भी milk products या animal की से जो profit हो रहा है, आपको milk products हो रहे हैं या आपको जो भी production हो रहा है, वो आप अपनी family के लिए ही use कर रहे हैं, उसको sell out नहीं कर रहे हैं. And that is your own account production of fixed asset. Asset are the fixed. The things, the tools, techniques, production is fixed for your own needs, for your own consumption. Clear? So that is non-market activities. Then we come to the new topic, today's new topic, that is quality of population. I hope you have to start with this only. Quality of population till here we have completed. Why women have entered in administrative and other services?
Yes, ma'am.
Because their job is security is there in administrative government jobs हैं, तो वहाँ पर those women which are skilled and able, they go for administrative services and government services, and they can have the salary, clear, payment and all, and their job security is also there. So then now today we will start with the quality of population. Now the quality of population depends upon the literacy rate. Underline this, the quality of population. क्या क्वालिटी है पॉपुलेशन की, वो डिपेंड करती है कि किस टाइप की पॉपुलेशन है, whether it is literate, how many people are literate, educated, how many people are healthy in that particular population of the person, indicated by the self expectancy and skill formation acquired by the people of the country. Now here what happens, the quality of the population depends upon the literacy rate, how many are educated, and number of years. Life expectancy means number of years a person can expected to live. Number of years, अगर healthy होगा तो definitely it will that person will live a healthy life and will live for more years rather than an unhealthy person. So ये quality of population पे depend करता है कि अगर literate हैं तो उनको knowledge होगा अच्छे से, plus if healthy population is there of a person, that is indicated by the life expectancy. वो health population कैसे indicate होगा कि how many number of years a person is expected to live. And the skill formation means how skilled the particular person is acquired by the people of the country. So these are the three main means we can say motives on which the quality of population depend on. First is literacy rate, second is health of the person, which is indicated by life expectancy, and third one is skill formation, how skilled the people, the population of a country is. Clear? Now the quality of population ultimately decides the growth rate of the country. If the quality of population is very good, that means more literate people as compared to illiterate. More literate people are there, more healthy people and skilled people are there of that particular country, then definitely the growth rate of the country will be more. Literate and healthy population are the asset. Literate and what type of population is an asset?
Literate and healthy population.
Very good. Literate and healthy population. Literate means
Educated people.
Educated people, and the healthy people are an asset, are considered as an productive population, not a liability, not a responsibility. Now we first will take the education, the importance of education. Now Sakal's education in the initial years of his life bore him the fruits. Wait a second, we have read the story here.
Yes, ma'am.
All the stories we have gone through now, whatever were given, Vilas and all. Okay, fine. Now Sakal's education in the initial years means in the starting years of his life, bore him the fruits in the later years. Means starting में थोड़ा मेहनत करनी पड़ी उसको education के field में, but finally what happened, it bore him the fruits. Finally it was very helpful in the later years in terms of good job and salary. Previously, he had in the initial years he had to go for education and he had to study a lot, work hard, but finally he got the good conclusion, good result in the form of good salary and good job opportunity. We saw education was an important input for the growth of Sakal. Now here, what was the input? इनपुट वाज द एजुकेशन, एजुकेशन उनको इम्पार्ट किया गया साकल को, एंड इट ओपन द न्यू होराइजन फॉर हिम. न्यू होराइजन मीन्स न्यू वर्ल्ड, न्यू वे टू लुक इनटू द वर्ल्ड, new way to look into the world. So it opened a new horizon for him, provided new aspirations. Aspiration means new desires, new hopes, and developed values of life. So this, just because of the education only, he was able to get the enter into new world with new wishes, new hopes, and education contributed towards the growth of society also. Sakal's education has also contributed to the growth of the society. It enhances the national income. It enhances means it enhances the increased. It increased or supported the national income also, cultural richness also, and increases the efficiency of governance. Efficiency of governance means efficiency of administration. Clear? So all this was just a benefit for the, if you are only the educated person. अगर सिर्फ उसने initial stages में education हासिल की, with the education he was able to get a good job and salary. Then he developed his mind for the skill, its ability to go for computer courses, and which finally helped in for the increase in the national income also. Cultural richness was also there, increase in the efficiency, ability of the governance also, that is in the administration purpose also. It was very much helpful administration in which, in the company in which he was involved working. There is a provision made for providing universal access. Now there is a provision means there is a law made for providing the universal access. Universal access means everybody is free to acquire education, to go for education. Retention and quality, if any problem is there, you can again continue your education also. And the quality in elementary education with the special emphasis on girls. Now there are rules made, that is the rules made for providing the universal access. Universal access I had already given you, that the availability of the education should be there for everyone. And the retention means continuity. Continuity means if any type any for any reason any breakdown in the education is there for a particular person's, in the particular person's life, he can again continue with the his or her education. So provisions बने गए हैं ऐसे ताकि लोगों में अवेलेबिलिटी रहे कि वो इजीली एजुकेशन ले सकें, plus the continuity should be there for the education, plus the quality in elementary education with the special emphasis on the girls. Especially girls education is being emphasized more. Emphasized more means given the importance more. So girls education, elementary education means the primary education for girls is being promoted more through the laws. आ गया provision का मतलब. So the through the laws, universal access, availability of the education, continuity for the education, and providing primary education, especially for girls, is promoted by the laws also. Clear? There is also an establishment of pace setting of schools like Navodaya Vidyalaya. Underline this, Navodaya Vidyalaya. So there is also an establishment of pace setting of schools like Navodaya Vidyalaya in each district. Now, in each district, this type of Navodaya Vidyalayas are established and to continue for the school, quality of schools, for girls especially. Now, vocational streams have been developed. Vocational streams means vocational education. Education, what are vocational education? I had given the meaning previously also. Vocational education, the practical skills for specific profession. The practical skill for स्पेसिफिक प्रोफेशन, कोई पर्टिकुलर प्रोफेशन के लिए ट्रेनिंग देना, स्पेशली उसको ट्रेंड करना, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज वोकेशनल स्ट्रीम, ताकि वो उस फील्ड में प्रॉपरली स्किल्ड होकर with the practical knowledge he can enter to the job. Clear? So that is called vocational streams. So vocational streams have been developed to equip large number of high school students with occupation. Now vocational streams have been developed. Why they have been developed? Why vocational streams have been developed? To equip. To equip means to provide. To equip means to provide a large number of high school students with occupation, ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा जो हाई स्कूल के स्टूडेंट्स निकलकर हाई स्कूल एजुकेशन, हाई एजुकेशन लेकर आते हैं, उनके लिए जॉब सिक्योरिटी हो, ऑक्यूपेशन अडॉप्ट करने के लिए इजी रहे. दैट इज व्हाई these vocational streams practical knowledge is being imparted in particular profession related to knowledge and skill. Now, the plan outlay on education has increased from 151 crore in the first plan to rupees 99 lakhs 399,300 crore in 2020 and 21. So this has also increased. That is the plan. Previously, the planning was there to spend 151 crore in this plan for vocational streams, but then it was increased. The expenditure on education, yes?
No, ma'am, nothing.
Okay, the expenditure on education as a percentage of GDP. Now the expenditure on education or as a percentage of GDP rose. GDP full form, gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. So the expenditure on the education as a percentage of GDP rose from 0.64% in 1951-52 to 3.1% in 2019-20. So इतना increase किया गया GDP, gross domestic product. The budgetary estimate means now in the budget also the estimation. Wait a second. The budgetary estimated as stated in the budget document of Union State Government, Reserve Bank of India, the expenditure on education as a percent of GDP has declined to 2.5% in 2017-18. Now, in 2017-18, the percentage of gross domestic product has been declined in the education field, but the literacy rates have increased. Again, it has increased from 18% in 1951 to 85% in 2017. Literacy rate is increasing. The number of people, educated people, has been increasing. Now, literacy is not only the right, it is also needed if the citizens are to perform their duties and enjoy their rights properly. Literacy is not only the right. Literacy means to get education is not only the right for the people, but it also needs, if it is also needed if the citizens are to perform their duties and enjoy the right properly. But agar citizens अपनी duties honestly perform करते हैं, then also this literacy is also needed. It is very essential aspect. That is, the education is an essential aspect to perform the duties also and to enjoy the rights properly. Because if you are educated, you will have the knowledge of your fundamental rights and you will be able to enjoy those rights. And whenever you will find that your rights have been harmed in any condition, you will directly approach the court, because now you are literate, you have the knowledge of each and everything. That is why literacy is not only the right, आपका अधिकार literacy to get the knowledge only is not there, but to do the duties also and to enjoy the rights properly also. However, a vast difference is noticed across different sections of the population. Literacy among male is nearly 14.4%, higher than females, than it is about 14.2% higher in urban areas as compared to rural areas. That means now we can see here the difference in the percentage. Male literate people are more as compared to female. And another thing, urban areas literacy rate is more than the as compared to rural areas. Clear this much? Male ज़्यादा पढ़े लिखे हैं now also than the females, because and in urban areas means in cities more literacy we will find than in the village side. So this is the difference between in the literacy rate. In 2017-18 literacy rate varied from 96.2% in Kerala to 70.9% in Bihar. Now here literacy rate varied means difference of the literacy rate is between the states also, not only in the gender difference of education is there, not only in the region that is urban and rural areas is there, but state wise also we will find this difference is there in the literacy rate. That Karnataka literacy rate is 96.2%, whereas in Bihar 70.9% is only there. The primary school system has expanded to over 8.41 lakh in 2015-16. Now the primary schools have been expanded, have been spread over from 8.41 lakh to in 2015-16 में इतना ज़्यादा बढ़ गए primary schools, that is elementary education, to give the elementary education to the people. Unfortunately, this huge expansion of schools has been diluted by poor quality of schooling and high dropout rate. बट ये जो स्कूल्स की जो स्प्रेड हुआ है, एक्सपेंड हुआ है प्राइमरी एजुकेशन, इट हैज डाइल्यूटेड मींस
मैम
एक तरीके से
मैम ज्यादा,
हाँ वी कैन से दैट एक तरीके से डाइल्यूट कर दिया है. इट इज नॉट सो मच, it is not so much we can say profit we are gaining through these primary schools, through the spread of these primary schools we are not able to gain so much. Profit oriented is not there. It's so much diluted by the poor quality of the, why? Because the quality of education, the quality of school is poor, and high dropout rates means बीच में ही बच्चे मींस थोड़ा बहुत ही एजुकेशन लेकर के और ड्रॉप आउट कर देते हैं, मींस बीच में ही एजुकेशन छोड़ देते हैं.
ओके मैम.
और वन ऑफ द अदर रीजन माइट बी के उनके पेरेंट्स अलाउ, इफ गर्ल्स ड्रॉप आउट रेट इज मोर बिकॉज द पेरेंट्स के ठीक है 5वीं तक पढ़ लिया, नाम लिखना आ गया, अब खत्म हो गया, अब हमारे साथ फील्ड्स में काम करो, तो या घर पे रहकर हाउस होल्ड वर्क करो, तो दिस इज कॉल्ड हाई ड्रॉप आउट रेट. ड्रॉप आउट रेट मीन्स बीच में एजुकेशन छोड़ दिया, कंटिन्यू नहीं करी एजुकेशन. सो दिस इज द वी कैन से ड्रॉबैक ऑफ spreading of primary schools or primary education system, because that much profit is not there, because poor schooling, quality of schooling is there, and high dropout rate is there. I stop here only because next topic Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is very much important. I want to continue from here in the next class. Clear? So till here whatever we have done, you read it, and if any doubt anywhere you can ask me in our next class. Okay,
Have a nice day, ma'am.
same to you.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Same to you, beta.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Same to you, Vishal.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day. So I end here only.